What? I'm confused. Game? What the fuck? Okay. Oh! Wait. The other rooms are gone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm so confused.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of, tingle.
Yep.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Button. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm eager to see what's happening.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Guess I'm going left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay then, going to the right.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Whoa. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole
Employee
story
fired.
completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
I was
from the top.
432. What's my employee number? Wait, from the top? No, I want to go back there. What employee am I? 427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
How the hell do I
Stanley
get back
decided to
there?
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I think I remember. It was
When
right.
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I didn't realize you had the
It
doors.
was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ooh, okay. What's down here? 2 turns. How do I... How the hell would I get there? Unless that just connects there. Yeah, that just... Oh, they connect. Over here. Wait. Okay, no.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Damn it. Endless doors ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
What
It's
the fuck?
possible the story is back where we just came from.
What?
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Any secret doors? Oh, alright. This wasn't like this before. $425. This had a waiting input on it before. What? Something's changed.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh,
No, wait,
no.
never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the fuck is happening?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
You made this
I
place.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yes.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good
Thanks.
job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Fuck you.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, wait, don't do it. Oh, no. It's gonna be even worse. What the fuck? What
All
the
right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Already veering off course. That's installing something. I like work. I just hate my boss. What? It's this way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Okay, fine. Oh shit, 437. Wait. 437 just leads to a hall? That's weird. 4B5, 4B4, 4B7. What? 4B6, 4B5, 4B4. It should be 4B2.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Exactly.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
What?
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I'm bored.
Wait, what?
Wait.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, hey, we're back here. 427.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
That line, that one room got very confusing with all the records and shit. Oh no. What?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know.
This direction?
How about this direction?
Yeah, called it. Gonna come us back to
yes,
line.
This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't know.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, unfortunately, we gotta go this way. Oh, there it goes. It's sussy. It's going through the ceiling. What the fuck?
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I'm surprised there's nothing about walking counterclockwise in the circle. What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Is this accurate?
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Put up on screen.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? Whatever it is that made this schedule?
Break the cycle.
How would we even know?
Oh.
Will someone come for us?
Both doors led here.
Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck? That actually scared me. What the fuck? I was not expecting this game of all games to have a fucking spook. This is fun though. It's definitely different.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I actually can't remember. Let's see. Guess not. Oh, the doors are open already.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why not? Let's follow. Boardroom.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
The fuck is that? Oh, it's like the end of a hose bit? Alright, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That note still down here? Yep. God, that's bright. This is different.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Damn.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Damn. Oh well, okay.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What if I type in 2845 again? Porno. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Going down. Why does this feel like a horror game all of a sudden? I honestly should have done this one first instead of getting all those other endings. But oh well. Oh, God.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What the fuck? Suddenly I'm playing Alien Isolation.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Excuse me? But escape. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
it's a never-ending
Stanley would
hall.
meet his violent death.
Oh, what?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
That's ominous. Okay. What
As the machine
fuck?
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ah!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What is happening?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead
Is this
from
a
the
dev
moment
room?
he hit start?
Stanley's room. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Filing cabinet. What the fuck? This is the dev room. The 2 doors. The set of the 2 doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. The rest of the game emerges as an extension of it. The exploration of the contradiction of this room paused. One of the doors. The office. Button sounds. Selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Mix of a keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. I don't know, I kind of like one. Oh. Actually, I kind of like 2. Office computers. That man's playing solitaire. Employee database. Who the hell is looking up the database? Installing Chart Pro 2.01. Credits. Model designs. Original music. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Oh shit, this is cool. Wait, was this added in for this version? It's like a little demo look. This is cool. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Oh, okay. Copier. The office. Fun. Where's that one? What the fuck? How does that one happen? What? Is that YouTube? What is that? Something 3.6. What is this? Lance Perkins, I have a burning questions. For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador... What? Love the game. Greetings, omnipotent voice. Want to tell you I like the Stanley Parable as much as I like seeing the humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as... Jesus Christ. Urgent response needed. Wrong. Wong Young 05 reddifmail.com. Yours truly, Wong Young. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Oh, okay. What do the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Montgomery Jones. That's cool. The lounge. An early version of lounge. Oh yeah, it is different. Office. The apartment timer. Previous version of the choice leading you to the apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Lead to a different ending. The cargo lift. What the fuck is all this? I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. There's a lot of shit here that I don't know about. Meeting room. One option, one doorway to maintenance lounge, two doorways to maintenance. The confusion ending. Okay, that's the one I did. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. Vent? From the lounge? Vent, okay. There's so much here. Oh, early versions of Stanley's desk? The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and third in February 2013. So this was 2011, 2012, and 2013. I think this is the one that we got now, except the models, colors are different. Interesting. Game design mock-up. Okay. Whoa, countdown room. Countdown room. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. What the fuck? Freedom ending. As it existed in the beta. What the fuck? Oh. I'll come back to that in a second. Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of freedom ending in the game's alpha. Hey. Okay, is this the boss's room? Screens from the development of the boss's office. Okay. Office clock. Is this the main room? Yes, it is. What's over here? There's so much here.
Of course, you big. We spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
What?
Stanley stood on the roof.
Recorded dialogue for an entire game thoroughly, roughly 3 separate times over.
Stanley pushed the orange lever. Then he pushed the number 8.
Orange lever
And
number 8.
finally, he pushed the number 9.
Number 9. Okay.
Jumped in the river.
And through the river? What? I feel like I'm missing some important shit here. Exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. how they wish to control one another, how they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
My controller's shaking like hell.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox. There's no other way to beat this game.
How is there no one playing
As long
on?
as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I want to go down there so bad, but I want to see if that vent's there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is there a vent?
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Where's the vent?
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
I'm uncomfy. There's no vent. What the hell?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Damn.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Hey.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's rude. What if I go down
Coming to
now?
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
It's the same as before.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking.
Yeah. It just restarted that. Please tell me the new content doors are going to be there. I've been playing this for 2 hours. I think that's technically the ending there. The crushed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content, let's go.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
We're going on we're going on a minecart ride. Fuck yeah, let's go. Ooh. Creepy.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More game.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay. There.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Oh, shit. Okay. What? Jump?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, what? The hell? That's just upsetting.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What? There better be more.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I mean, the jumping,
If this
yeah.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
You're kidding.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
What?
Quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
It's no longer
It's my
Twitter,
fault,
guy.
Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like
is
always.
that actually the new shit?
What do you say, friend?
No way that was actually the new shit. You're kidding. They added in a test for jump and then a whiteboard that says thanks for looking at the new content. That's so dumb if it's the case. Oh. This, where am I?
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Narrator, that's kind of sus. What's up here? Weird.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Fuck you! I'm coming.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Fine, I guess I'll see what the narrator wants. This coffee nut and a screwdriver. That's a weird looking fan blade. I could see the bottom. Why is it loading? Any day now. Whoa, what loading?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What the fuck? What am I looking at here?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh, Jesus.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Xbox port?
Hey.
Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant
Pressurized
something.
gas.
Oh, the waste.
Indoors monthly. Oh my god, Time Magazine. Stanley Parable Indie Box Collector's Edition. Audience Award. What the fuck? The British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded to Bruce Stanley, Stanley Parable, The Last of Us. Oh. What the fuck? My first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Stanley Parable read by the narrator. I remember. What the fuck? Mozilla Firefox. Buy on pressurized gas or download the demo for free. Watch on YouTube. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. The Washington Post. What the fuck is happening? Good times. Oh, it's just all the fucking shit here. Okay. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. Bits of music. Oh, it's like a vinyl. That's cool. Washington, how's it going? It is Washington, right? Yeah, it's Washington. Jesus Christ. In fact, I had to double check. Demonstration. Oh yeah, the demo looked like that. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. What the fuck? Debut game, game innovation, story. New video game releasing this day, New York Times. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Oh. Business leaders pushing election off council allies. Los Angeles Times, Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Is that it? What the fuck is this?
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est sur l'abri des loups.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now...
Persona 3?
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Person of the Year. Whoa. This is like Blender. Oh, like old school Blender. Huh. Like.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
What?
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Xbox. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
How do I get over there? I want to go over there. I don't want to go this way. I want to go over there. What the hell?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collected down here.
Wait, is this like all the bad reviews?
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, it's all the bad ones. Please.
Honestly,
Yes!
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is actually pretty cool looking. Let me see these. Ah. Ooh. Oh, yes. While the
Okay, let's
idea
see
for
what
the
this
game-
one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no.
What's this one got to say?
Almost 10 hours.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
I mean...
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
What's
Only
happening?
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Into the water. Oh. Is this just the room with a skip button? What's behind you first? Wow. Riveting. Oh, it's the clock.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Whoops.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say...
Okay. Jesus.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
How do you go from 30 minutes to 12
You've
hours?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh, no.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me?
Narrator?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Hello? Narrator? Narrator? Did he leave? He fucked off. One more time. Wow, that is slightly irritating. Okay, skip that. It's hurting my ears.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's...
You done, buddy?
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
Oh. It's dripping. Oh! Damn. Walls down? Oh. Finally some fucking light in here. Woo! What happened? Where did it all go? What? I don't like it. Sounds like a horror game. Why am I tilted? Is it broken? Oh, okay. The building's crooked. What the fuck? What? What the fuck happens? Gonna restart me, isn't it?